Alrighty guys, the people have spoken, and as you can see, we've gone absolutely out of control with the coolers. Everything that you guys have mentioned, at least most everything, I'm trying to be as close to the camera as possible because I know that the sound is not that great on YouTube Live. We've tried every way to fix that, yada yada. So I just want to get a opinion from everybody. Last minute suggestions. Here's what we got going on. People wanted budget coolers, people wanted wheel coolers, people wanted OtterBox, Kong. We've got two Kongs. We've got the OtterBox roto molded. We also have the soft sided. We have a ton of budget coolers and a ton of wheeled coolers. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a wheeled cooler test, a budget versus roto molded, USA versus Chinese. We're going to test different variations of ice. We're going to test different variations of color, light versus dark. We're going to do a realistic test with only ice, and then also all the contents from the refrigerator, so a realistic versus just a maxed out ice. But I want to get your opinion based on what we got here behind us, which we're still waiting on a couple coolers, believe it or not. Any last minute ideas, any last minute things you can think of between this cooler versus that cooler? Let's take a look at what we got here. Right off the bat, the coolest cooler I've seen to date is this Igloo Trailmate. Look at the wheels on this baby. People wanted to know about a wheeled cooler. This is the nicest wheeled cooler I've seen. Come around here to the back, I'll show you this one. These have wheels on it as well, but you can look at the difference between the two. Significant difference between the two. So we're going to compare those in terms of a wheeled cool test. I know some people in the last live we did ask for the Igloo BMX. We got the, I believe this is 25 quart, and then we also have a 52 quart, I believe this is. So we have both Igloo BMX. Actually, we got two of them now I'm seeing. So we have a bunch of different Igloo coolers to work with, Coleman coolers. So the coolers that are between $25 and $75, we got them covered. So we're going to test those. We're going to compare them against the roto molded coolers. If you guys have been following along with our videos, you know that the Patriot down here was the longest lasting cooler that we've tested, but that was in cooler temperatures. So we want to match them up against the Kong. We want to match them up against the Techni Ice, which is our previous champion. So we're going to do a bunch of different tests. Anything that I haven't mentioned up to now, let me know. We will try to pull it together. We've done, as you can see from the live video we've pulled together most everything that people have asked for. So anything coming up?
Yeah, someone says USA versus the world.
Yep, we're gonna do that. We got a bunch of, okay, so for USA coolers, we have Kenai, which is made by Grizzly Cooler. We have Kong in white, we have Kong in gray. So we're gonna find out a light color versus a white cooler to see if there's a difference. Those are both USA made. 90% of the Igloo coolers that you see here in front of me are USA made. Lifetime coolers, USA made. So we have a bunch. And the Lifetime coolers are not roto molded, and neither are the Igloo, but they are USA made. So we're gonna see the difference between a USA made roto molded cooler, a non-roto molded cooler, and a Chinese made roto molded cooler like the Patriot here, and I believe the Icer is coming from overseas. I don't know if it's China or not.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of suggestions. Someone asking about the Ozark Trail roto molded.
I don't have the Ozark Trail. I can see if I can run maybe to Walmart tonight to pick it up. The reason that we have all the Igloos is because I know that they're available in Walmart, Costco, probably Sam's Club. I know that the Igloo Sportsman was available in Sam's Club as well. So we want to try to cover all of those. Oh, and also a lot of these coolers are available in Academy Sports, and the Coleman are available in Academy Sports and Walmart. So like there's some crossover there, and that's what I was trying to go for, so that we can cover basically the gamut of everywhere that people would go. Like Academy Sports is only in certain parts of the country, Dick's Sporting Goods is only certain parts, Sam's, Costco, whatever.
Someone's asking about soft-sided.
Soft-sided, we got the OtterBox. Really like this. We're going to compare this to the Grizzly. I have that inside. So this we just got. This thing is really cool. So it's a soft-sided cooler, but it holds its side. This is the Trooper, right? I think this is, yeah, this is the Trooper 20, and then we also have the Trooper 30 right here, which is really cool. This thing is bad to the bone, man. It closes up this way like a clamshell, and they are supposed to be watertight. So that's another thing that people mention. We're asking for watertight or waterproof coolers. So we're going to test all of these coolers for ice retention and then shake them to see if the water comes out. And we will do the same with the OtterBox because, like I said, they advertise online that they're watertight. So that is that. But yeah, anyways, this is pretty cool cooler. I like this.
Yeah, that is cool. Somebody's asking about GATR, Gator cooler? GATR?
I don't know.
Oops.
There's some of the coolers. I don't know those ones.
Is there any difference when you screw a bottle opener into a roto-molded cooler?
We could probably do that. We could probably do that with one of the cheaper coolers for sure.
Someone says, Doug Russell, I like the idea on how to test the cheap American coolers and expensive American coolers versus the Chinese.
We'll do that. That's definitely coming.
Someone says test a Canyon cooler. You've done that.
We've done that in the past. We tested a 35 quart Canyon in the past.
That was
and it
a while.
did really,
It's
really
been a
well.
while though.
Yeah, that was in our first video that we did, I think.
Can't wait for the Trooper test. Where are the Ingles or the Orcas?
We have an Orca here on the end. This is our 58 quart. This is the best one that we've tested to date for Orca, so we're going to test that again. Ingle, I might throw in a 50 quart. Like I said, this is not all the coolers. We're still waiting on a few. We might test a 50 quart and we might also test 35 quart. So we will have that as well. But we already have data on many Ingles. We've tested the 50 quart, we tested 25, 35. So we have a bunch of data on Ingle coolers already.
Someone says I wanted to see an ice mule inflated all the way for insulation versus not inflated.
Okay.
Where are the Pelican coolers? Yeti tank, Yeti loadout bucket. Different handles and latches on bearproof coolers.
Okay, we can do that. There's big differences. Take a look at this, just kind of give you guys an idea of people asking about those latches. Look at this. This is a Kong cooler. This is USA
Someone
made
just
cooler.
asked about the Kong. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This is a USA made cooler, super robust. Versus a small cooler, you have the handle that comes over the top. The cheaper Coleman's, they got the built-in, and then some of the roto-molded coolers like this have the rope handles. Most of the roto-molded coolers have the rope handles. I like, personally myself, I like these handles. They're more robust than the rope handles. And what I don't like about the rope handles is when you get to walking, it starts swinging. These do not. So I think Pelican does the same. Pelican has the same style handles.
Somebody else said, what about Gator cooler? You have to look into that.
I'll have to look that up tonight. Maybe we can get it.
Ronnie Bennett, I bought the Orca based on your review. Awesome.
Nice. And I bet you love it.
And someone else said they bought the Ice Mule based off your review.
Bet
Have you
love
tested a Mammoth 45?
No, I have not.
Icy Tech?
Icy Tech. Okay. I know. I can't remember. I don't want to say anything on live video because I researched Icy Tech and I think there's a lot of similarities between Icy Tech and another cooler that we've already reviewed. But I will respond to you in the comments on that.
Also, somebody bought the Canyon based on your review. Love
Nice.
it. Customer service is awesome. Good
Yep,
to know.
Yep.
I think we should also ask about a way to do giveaways.
Yeah.
To do like
okay,
a spontaneous.
Yeah, definitely. Let's talk about this, guys. Obviously, you can see we got a ton of coolers. Brittany and I are leaving middle of April to go on a business trip, and I don't know how long it's going to be, and we have nowhere to store these things, bottom line. So we have to get rid of these coolers, and we're trying to figure out a way to make it fair. Comment below what you think is fair. Should we do a live? Should we try to do some names? Long story short, we're gonna have a very limited time to get rid of all of these coolers. So what do you think is the best way to do that? Do we...
The problem is when we do it, when we've done the live giveaways in the past, is it just takes so long to go through everyone that's live and write your name down and then choose. So we're trying to figure out a good way, an efficient way to do that. If you guys have any ideas.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess too, let's figure out a way, whatever you guys think is fair. Obviously, you guys have asked for these coolers. I went out and did it. I want to be fair to you guys because I don't need this many coolers. So this is kind of the reward for you guys staying put with me. Let's figure out a way that we can do it, whether we do like a opt-in for a limited time so that it's only the people that are really in tune with coolers on sale. We could do that, or we could do a... I don't really want to do an opt-in because, like you said, it's just too long, and then the live is too long. So I think we have to do a narrow window.
Someone said maybe limit it to like the first 50.
Okay.
Or do something like that. That might be an option.
Just drop us a comment. We'll figure this out. It's getting long. I just wanted to show you guys what we're working with. any last minute ideas that you guys have, like for example, someone mentioned saltwater versus sawdust ice. We're gonna do something like that. If there's any of these quirky things that you want to see, because we have multiple coolers of the exact same kind, we have multiple igloos of the same kind, we have the custom cooler store, same kind, we have different color Kong, so we can get kind of creative with these tests. It's just that has to be in a limited time, so we're trying to cram as much possible in a limited time and take advantage of that. So if you guys come up with anything quirky, let me know. I think another cooler is arriving right now. Let me know, drop me a comment, guys, and we are gonna start pre-chilling tomorrow. We start test on Saturday, and you guys are gonna see a ton of content coming your way in the next couple weeks. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, smash the like button, because we've gone out and done this for you guys. I appreciate it.
One for each of these coolers.
Well, yeah, 2 for each of these coolers.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for the suggestions, guys, because it's what allows us to do these things. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up. It's what allows us to keep going. And we'll be back on Saturday, I guess, for the start of the test.